Now, before I dive into my next story, I want you to take a look at some videos. They're from supermarkets in North America. They show people jostling to get their hands on bags of Indian rice. Look at this. This video is from Dallas, Texas. They show people gathering around a shelf, desperately asking the stock clerk to pass them a rice bag. Look at this video now. This one shows customers with several bags of rice in their trolleys waiting for their turn to get them billed. Then we have these images. They show long queues of people waiting outside Indian supermarkets. No prizes for guessing what they're waiting for. Their turn to get some rice. These images are both striking and unusual. You don't usually witness such scrambles to hoard anything at supermarkets in the Western world now, do you? So why is this happening? Well, the blame is being put on India for a decision which it took 4 days back. On the 20th of July, India banned the export of non-basmati white rice. The compulsions were purely domestic. This was a bid to stabilize the volatile retail price in the country and ensure that there was adequate availability of non-basmati white rice, a staple. You see, rice production in India has taken a hit due to the unexpected weather changes, like heavy monsoon rain in the north and a deficit of rainfall in the south. This has naturally severely impacted rice-producing states. Their produce has fallen, but the demand has not. So India decided to take some tough decisions. This is what the Ministry of Consumer Affairs recently said, I'm quoting, "In order to reduce and ensure adequate availability of non-basmati white rice in the Indian market and to allay the rise in prices in the domestic market, the Government of India has amended the export policy of above variety from free with export duty of 20% to prohibited with immediate effect." Immediately after this ban was implemented, critics said that it would inflate food prices globally and put pressure on supply chains in Western countries. Their assessment wasn't really off the mark. After all, India accounts for more than 40% of the world's rice exports. It exported some 56 million tons of rice in 2022. If we speak of non-basmati rice, India exported 17.78 million tons of it in the last 1 year. Out of this, 64,330 tons of non-basmati rice went to the North American market, which comprises the United States and Canada. You see, these are huge numbers. Naturally, a cut in shipments, even for a certain type of rice, would have anyway had a major impact on Western markets. And that's exactly what's happening. Let me show you some more numbers. Across North America, rice bags that used to cost $15 to $20 are now being sold at around $50, 50 and more. This has sparked widespread panic buying among the NRIs, according to the videos that we are seeing. Now, this has led to long queues forming outside grocery stores. The situation has also raised concerns of rice hoarding and online reselling at inflated prices. Why is this happening? Well, rice is a fundamental staple in South Asian diets, a demographic that makes up 7.1% of Canada. Now, that's more than 2.5 million people. In America, this demographic makes up for around 5.4 million people. Most of these people belong to South Indian communities. For them, rice forms the basis of popular breakfast dishes, be it the idli, a steamed rice cake, or dosa, a savory rice crepe. So now you know what's happening, why it's happening, and how it's happening. Now let's get down to the most important aspect of this story, the criticism that India is being subjected to for this decision. Critics are saying that it raises questions on India's reliability as a rice exporter. Don't you think this criticism is misplaced? I mean, the Indian government has made its compulsions clear. It's dealing with an unusual monsoon, which has delayed plantings on fields. Another major source of uncertainty is, of course, the El Nino, which can impact the monsoon's second half performance and, in turn, the fortunes of rice production in the country. Now, with so many challenges at hand, what choice did India really have? What other step could it really take? It had to ensure the food security of its own people, tailor its policies to ensure that domestic markets don't suffer. And that's exactly what India has done.
WION World is One is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news updates on the move.